Hello everyone. Thank you for joining. Got a good matchup today. We've got Garcia versus Collins. Both aggressive players. Be an interesting matchup for sure. Who are you guys backing? Comment and let me know. Let's see. We got TikTok you saying Collins is going to win. I mean, to be fair, like based on recent form as well, she's been doing really well so far in this tournament. Plus, she's got that sort of home crowd advantage. So that certainly helps. And I think Garcia has a little bit of trouble with her shoulder at the moment, I believe. So, yeah, her right shoulder. So that would be interesting to see how that holds up and affects the game today. But here we go. It's Lovell. Collins to serve to begin with. Okay. First, I'm looking to go down the tee. Just places it a bit wide though. That's the second serve. Collins there with a bit of strapping around her knee. Looks like she's been having issues with the knee, hasn't she? It's a good second serve into the backhand. Oh, great forehand, yeah. Great forehand cross court there from Garcia. Low, flat, aggressive through the court. And too much pace on it for Collins. And it's hits it late, goes into the net. And that is love 15. Ooh, lucky. Almost an ace from Collins, going wide on the ad side to the backhand, but just a bit wide. Second serve. Just not happy with the ball toss there. Lets it go, goes again. Kicked out. Oh, yeah, it's a great second serve. Good kick on that. Right out onto the backhand. Took Garcia off the court there. And Garcia looking to be aggressive as what she knows how to do on that backhand return. But it's well wide. Looking to go down the line on that, but 15-all. First serve into the forehand of Garcia. Wasn't the best of first serves. Placed pretty comfortably for Garcia, but Garcia just overhits the return. Looking to be aggressive. Play it flat down the line on that, but didn't go her way that time. And it is 30-15. Ooh. Again, looking to go out wide onto that backhand on this first serve there from Collins. Just wide, though. Second serve. Yeah, kicked up onto the backhand again. It's good. Good kick on that. And again, Garcia just overhitting that ball. And it is 40-15 to Collins. 2 game points for the American. Nice, comfortable start for her so far on serve. Yes, serve out wide onto the forehand. Sliced back in from Garcia. Change of direction there from Collins on the backhand onto the backhand of Garcia. And Garcia again overhitting the ball. And that is game 40-15. Sorry, 40-15. It was 40-15 this game now. 1 love to Collins. Casey says, hey again, Sharia. Hi, Casey. Nice to see you again. Thank you for joining. Oh, Colin's just having a word here to the chair umpire. Not quite sure what she was talking to her about there. Interesting. Garcia on serve, just bouncing the ball, getting ready to serve. Love one. Yeah, it's a great serve on the tee from Garcia there. Collins on the stretch, gets a racket to it, but ball goes up and out. And that is 15 love to Garcia. First serve into the net there from Garcia, looking to go down the tee on that one. Second serve. Yeah, it's a great second serve. That bounce bounced like almost above Collins' head there. Really good kick on that onto the backhand of Collins. Collins overhits it, and it's 30 love. Okay, that's a fault there. First serve, it clips the net and trickles over out of the box into the backhand of Collins there on that second serve down the tee. It's a good forehand, good fast forehand there cross court from Collins. Garcia just a little far from the ball. Can't get enough on it, and it goes into the net. And that is 30-15. Yeah, it's a good serve there from Garcia down the tee. Collins just returning that forehand into the net. 40-15, 2 game points for Garcia. Okay, first serve, looking to go down the tee again. Low flat one, but clips the net, goes out. Second serve. Oh, it's great. It's a great serve. Sliced out wide onto the forehand of Collins. Took it right off the court, but it's a really good return from Collins there. Low, fast through the middle. Garcia deals with it well, though. Plays it into the backhand of Collins. And comes in looking to approach the net, but it's an error from Collins. No need to play the volley there. And that is game for Garcia. 1 game all. Casey says, Ale, Caro. Okay, so we got a Garcia fan in the chat. See if it goes her way. We got Collins on serve. It's a good serve. Okay, that's 15 love to Collins. Collins just redoing the ball toss, tossing up, not happy with it. Going again. Looking to go down the tee on that first serve there. Didn't quite get it right. Goes into the net. Second serve. Oh, great serve. Kicked out onto the backhand of Garcia. It's a really good return, though. And a bit of luck there for Collins. It was a great return from Garcia across court on that backhand. Deep into the court. And Collins hits it down the line. And it clips the net. It's a net cord and it just trickles over. And Garcia can't get to that. So that is 30 love to Collins. Oof. Nearly another race there. Nearly an ace. Well, not another race, but almost. just wide from Collins. Second serve. Yeah, it's a good second serve into the backhand of Garcia. Garcia stepping into it, looking to be aggressive. Just makes the contact with the ball a little bit late though, and it goes into the net. And it is 40-love to Collins. That is 3 game points. Yeah, it's a great serve. Out wide, onto that backhand of Garcia. Clips, must really like literally clip that corner, both the singles line and the service line. And Garcia does get a racket to it, but it's that ball's going by her by the time. So it's late contact. Ball goes out. And that is a game for Collins. She leads 2-1. No break of serve so far. Good solid service games from both players so far to begin with. Casey says, I'm a fan of both, but yeah, rooting for Caro. Okay, fair. To be fair, that's I don't really know. I don't know if I'm rooting for anyone specifically. I don't know. I'm a fan of both though. I do really enjoy their style of play. The way that they're both aggressive and just don't really hold back, which is always fun to watch. Anyone else, let me know who you're rooting for in the chat, who you're hoping is going to win. Let me know some predictions. Are we thinking 2 sets, 3 sets? I think this one might go to 3, but we'll see. Okay, both players back now on each end of the court. Garcia on serve. It's a good serve into the back of Collins. Good return though from Collins down the middle. It's a short backhand though from Collins on the follow-up shot. But gets away with it. Garcia overhitting that forehand. Had the opportunity to take control of that point there and build and start to attack, but didn't get it right. That's love 15. Good serve down the tee there from Garcia, but it's another good return from Collins, as is her brand. And it's an error there from Collins. A little bit of a forehand trading battle going on there, but Collins just hitting her forehand into the net. And that's 15-all. Good serve down the tee there from Garcia. Collins does well with the return, gets the racket to it, and just guides it back down the middle of the court. Garcia looking to be aggressive, as always, and just goes for a bit too much on the forehand. Looking to place it well into the corner of the court, but it goes too wide. And that's 15-30. Good serve, good return from Collins on the backhand there. Sliced back in from Garcia, and it's off the baseline. Collins with the backhand down the line. Garcia now with the forehand down the line, and Collins looking to go cross court on that backhand, but hits it wide. Slightly off balance as she hit it. 30-all. Yeah, it's a good serve from Garcia there. It's swinging in to the body of Collins from that backhand side, and good enough pace on it that it's a difficult one to get away from and get out of the way of, and Collins just gets herself a little bit jammed up and can only place the backhand wide. 40-30, game point. Yeah, it's another good serve onto the backhand of Collins. Collins on the stretch, gets the racket to it, but the return is wide. That is game for Garcia. A little bit less comfortable than the previous service games we've seen, but still a decent hold nevertheless. Oh, Garcia just running over to her bench to get her towel there. Okay, jogs back to the court. Little hand up to apologise to Collins. Collins on serve, 2-all. To serve into the forehand of Garcia. It's too hard. It's a good return from Garcia across court. Collins changing the direction of the forehand, going down the line. Garcia with the backhand into the net. Love. Sorry, 15. Good serve down the tee. It's a great return there from Garcia. Really good aggressive return off that first serve on the forehand. Went right through the court there. Collins gets it back, and Garcia just, with another error, hits that forehand into the net. To serve out wide onto the forehand. Garcia anticipating it going down the tee and split sets in that direction. And therefore, she can only just stretch to try and reach the ball. And as a result, the return goes long. And it is 40-love. 3 game points for Collins. Yeah, it's an ace. First ace of the game. Down the tee. Good serve. Good pace on that. That is 3-2. Collins leading. So far, good, solid serving from both players. Good hold, yeah, good strong, solid holds from both at the moment. Neither looking likely yet to get the serve broken, but as the game goes on, we'll see. Both players now just sitting on their benches. Collins getting given some sweatbands from the ball, one of the ball kids there. It is, I believe, 29 degrees at the moment at the Miami Open. Yeah, 29 degrees Celsius with it's pretty humid as well, so definitely you can imagine a lot of sweat. So just Collins just wiping herself down there. George Gripper? I'm so sorry if I said that wrong. It says hi. Hi, George. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, Garcia just talking to the chair umpire here. Pointing off to the side at something. Not quite sure though. Either way, begins to serve now, and it is wide on that first serve, looking to go down the tee. Second serve. Just tosses it up a little far in front. Lets it go and retakes it. Just serve onto the backhand of Collins. Collins does really well on the return though. Takes it quite early on the backhand, goes down the line with it, and it's into the net from Garcia. Love 15. Great serve down the tee there from Garcia, but it's a good return from Collins on the forehand. Deep into the court there. And it's long from Garcia. Garcia just racking up the errors a little bit here. Love 30. Ooh, good serve. Looked like it was about to go long, but no. Down the tee onto the backhand of Collins. Collins with the backhand, inside out backhand onto the forehand of Garcia. It's a good forehand from Garcia deep into the court. Off the line, and Collins can only hit that forehand long. 15-30. Great serve out wide there from Garcia onto the backhand of Collins. Collins reaching to it, but plays the return long. And it is 30 all. Aggressive return there from Collins, but yeah, it was a good serve out wide there from Garcia. Really aggressive return from Collins down the middle, but it's not deep enough to cause Garcia any real trouble. Garcia easily able to just redirect that pace on the ball on her forehand down the line, and Collins gets there, but only just to get the racket to it. Nothing else. So that is 40-30. Garcia now with a game point. Into the net from Garcia there, a bit low and a bit far to the right on that toss there. Second serve. Down the tee again. It's a good return down the line from Collins. Forehand to forehand at the moment. Garcia with a change of direction, and it's a winner. Great shot down the line there from Garcia. Really good play. And that is game. Garcia managing to get herself out of that little bit of trouble that she worked herself into. Was looking like she may possibly be handing over the first break, but survived, did well. And it is now 3-all. Both players still level. No break of serve yet. Collins on serve. It's a great serve out wide. Garcia on the stretch. Manages to get the return cross court. It's short. Collins is up onto it though. Approaches the net. Plays it down the line. Garcia looking to just lift that backhand over the head of Collins, but not enough on it. And Collins puts away the smash cross court. Good play to open that game with there from Collins. 15 love up. Yeah. Ooh. To let there. Just skim the net that first serve did onto the back of the Garcia. So Collins will take 2. It's a great first serve onto the back of Garcia. Garcia playing it right back down the middle. Collins looking to go and play into that space on the forehand, but just gets around the side of the ball just a little bit too much with the racket and goes wide. 15-all. First serve looking to go out wide onto that forehand of Garcia there, but goes into the net instead. Second serve. Yeah, great return from Garcia. The serve from Collins there wasn't necessarily a bad one, that second serve, onto the backhand of Garcia, but Garcia so aggressive with that return, just gets right up into that court and is just right on that ball. And it's a backhand winner down the line. Easy days there for her. 15-30. First serve from Collins goes wide, looking to go down the tee. Second serve. Again, Garcia right inside that baseline. Yeah, great shot, passing shot there from Collins. Collins with a serve out wide onto the backhand of Garcia, and Garcia's already standing before Collins is even tossing the ball up. Garcia's already standing 2 or 3 steps inside the court, and when she hit that return, she was only a few steps behind the service line, but the return was too short and it was too central, and Collins was able to pass her on the backhand there. Good serve there from Collins into the backhand of Garcia. Return goes into the net. That's a game point now for Collins, 40-30. Oof. Close. There's a serve out wide from Collins there onto the backhand of Garcia. Just a little bit too much on the serve. So it's the second serve. Yeah, great there. The second serve from Collins, not quite good enough there. It was into the body of Garcia, but very little pace on it to be able to catch Garcia out on that. And Garcia just easily runs around that, plays the inside out forehand into the space. It's a winner. Juice. Could Collins be the first one to break? We'll see. To serve into the forehand of Garcia. Garcia with a deep return in the middle. Collins playing it back to the forehand of Garcia. Garcia hitting that forehand in the net. Advantage Collins as she goes to just wipe her hands down with the towel. High temperatures there in Miami. A lot of humidity. Just some stats there. So far, 8 forehand errors there for Garcia, 5 for Collins. So good serve down the tee from Collins. Garcia gets it back. It's a good +1 there into the corner of Garcia's forehand there from Collins. Garcia with a little bit of a slice squash shot, and it just creeps over the net. It's an awkward one for Collins to deal with. She comes in though, plays a shot to Garcia really, and gets a little bit lucky. Garcia hits the ball into the net. That's 4-3 to Collins. No break of serve so far yet. We might just go to a tiebreak. Joe Mama says, hello, Sharia and everyone. Hi, Joe. Thanks for joining. Good to see you again. Who are you rooting for to win, Joe? If you want anyone specific, or who do you think will win? Joe Mama, haven't missed much. Not like a whole lot really. Both have just been, to be fair, pretty solid. Just with their serving at the moment. Been returning pretty well too, but both have just been solid with their service game. So no break of serves or anything like that yet. Both had a little bit of a stumble in one of their service games, but managed to stay in it. A few winners so far from both players, and quite a few errors from both, especially Garcia, but not too much. I'm sure there'll still be plenty to go. It's looking like it might head to a tiebreak, so we'll see. Garcia just holding up the ball there just to signify the new balls. Oh, it's a great serve out wide from Garcia onto the forehand of Collins. Ooh, Collins stretches, gets it back. It's short. And Garcia with the forehand plays it right back at Collins. Collins gets the racket to it, just tilts the racket head back and gets the ball to go over the head of Garcia, but Garcia gets a bit lucky there. It's long. And that's a great serve there from Garcia down the tee onto the forehand of Collins. Collins stretches to get it, gets the racket to it, but it's not able to control where that ball's going and it goes wide. 30 love. Good serve out wide again onto forehand of Collins. That's a great return. That's a great return from Collins. Deep, low, fast, right at the into the middle at Garcia. And Garcia hits the ball wide. 30-15. Okay, that first serve of Garcia looking to go into the backhand of Collins. Gets it in the net though. Second serve. It's kicked up high onto the backhand of Collins, but Collins with that great backhand return, deep cross court into that towards the back of the court. Just takes that backhand so well, that return. It's to be honest, it's a shot she loves doing, right? We've seen her do it so often. Yeah, excellent there. And Garcia just can't get the racket to it. Serve down the tee there into the backhand of Collins. It's a great return, another great return from Collins. Deep into the forehand this time of Garcia. Almost like hitting the back of the line. And just with the sheer pace of it, Garcia can only just hit that ball out. And we now have our first break point of the match, 30-40. Can Collins convert? Oh, no, she can't because it's an ace from Garcia. It's a great serve. Down the tee, right on the service, on the center line. Right on the center line. And that's an ace apiece now. One ace each for both players. Juice. Garcia saves herself in style. Oof, looking to go for another well-placed serve, but it's just wide this time. This time slices it onto the forehand of Collins. Collins with a good return, deep into the court. Garcia hits it late, and it goes wide. And we have a second break point. Advantage Collins. Can she convert this time? It's another great serve from Garcia. It's to the backhand of Collins. Collins with a good return cross court. Oh my gosh, that is a great shot. The backhand from Garcia goes cross court. It's pretty short though. Decent angle on it. And Collins ruthless with that backhand cross court. Just rips it cross court. Good pace on it. And the pace is too much for Garcia to handle. And she gets there, but again, it's late and it goes wide. And we have our first break of the match. Collins leading 5-3 now. That was some great return in there in that game from Collins. So good. It's a great serve from Collins that wide onto the forehand. Awkward one there. Ooh. It was that return from Garcia. It just clipped the net and dropped short, and it was an awkward one for Collins to deal with. Had to scoop the ball up, and Garcia comes into the net, anticipates that, of course, that ball is going to float up, and looked to try and volley it past Collins, but gets the angle of the racket wrong, and it's into the net. 15 love to Collins. It's a good serve down the tee. Garcia hitting that forehand return long. 30 love. 30 love to Collins. Yeah, that's an ace. Great serve out wide there from Collins. Really well placed there. And we have 3 set points. 40 love to Collins. That first serve looking to go out wide onto the backhand of Garcia. Goes into the net though. Second serve. It's our first double of the game. Just doing too much with that second serve. Goes long. Clearly trying to just close out the set as soon as possible, but that results in an error. But here we go with the second set point anyway. First serve goes wide again. Well, no, actually, first one was in the net. Goes wide this time. Looking to go out wide on the forehand. Second serve. Onto that backhand of Garcia. Garcia's right on top of it. Takes it super early. Into the net she is. Yep. Into the backhand side of Collins. So right pretty much on that singles line there. Collins gets to it. Looks to try and chip it over the head of Garcia, but it's an easy put away for Garcia. Forehand volley cross court into the space. All right, Collins with the third set point now, sorry. Should be looking to try and get her first serve in on this. Okay, first serve goes in, down the tee. Garcia gets to it, but it's dropped really short, and it's another awkward one for Collins to deal with. She does deal with it, hits it onto the backhand. It's a low backhand from Collins, but just really good at using those wrists to whip that ball up onto the backhand of Garcia. Garcia looking to go with that passing shot down the line on the backhand, but hits it in the net. And that is game and set for Collins. 6-3. Some good playing from Collins there. Really that game, just really her returning making the difference. Really, she's just returning just a little bit better than Garcia is. But yeah, as we know, Collins, great returner of serve, as it is. So it's definitely, definitely made the difference maker in this set so far. Joe Mama says, in reference to my question earlier, my heart says Danielle, but my head says Caro, but I will follow my heart this time. Okay, well, you're off to a good start so far with that prediction. Clever with the name Danielle. I think Danielle might have this one. I think, really, to be honest, I think Garcia needed to win that first set, I think, a little bit more than Danielle did, just for the fact of, she had a longer game, against Coco in the previous round. Danielle's been cruising a little bit more, I don't think has even dropped a set. I was only dropped one set, I think, something like that. And as well, Garcia dealing with a bit of shoulder trouble. So as the game goes on, fatigue might start to show in that shoulder. But we'll see. Right, second set, here we go. Garcia on serve. It's a good serve down the tee onto backhand of Collins. It's a short return. Good anticipation from Collins there. Garcia looking to place that attacking forehand down the line, but Collins read it really well. Started moving nice and early. Gets that forehand shot back. Looks to go and play it like a cross-court lob to try and get it on the backhand of Garcia, but Garcia manages to get the racket to it, but hits a smash wide. And that's love 15. That first serve goes long there from Garcia, looking to go down the tee. Second serve, again down the tee onto the forehand of Collins. Collins returning it onto the backhand of Garcia. Garcia with a great backhand cross court. Collins gets there, does manage to keep it in down the line, but Garcia with a wonderful forehand winner down the tee. It's just straight through that court. Nearly hits the singles line. Yeah, great shot. And that's 15-all. Oof. Close to an ace. Not quite, though. Serve just goes a bit wide. Second serve. Down the tee again. Kicked it up onto the backhand of Collins. Collins can't make the return in, though, this time. Goes just slightly long. And that's 30-15 to Garcia. Ooh, close. It was a great serve from Garcia, but it's just long. That would have been an ace had it dropped, an inch shorter. Second serve. Again, down the tee onto Collins' forehand. Collins attacking that return down the line. Ooh. An error there from Collins trying to do too much. It was a good aggressive hit in. And Garcia changes the direction cross court onto the forehand of Collins. Collins looking to go down the line, but playing too much to the lines there, and it's wide. 40-15, 2 game points to Garcia. First serve goes into the net there. That ball toss just a little bit too far in front, a little bit too far wide. Ooh. That second serve looked almost as if it was going out, but it drops in on the line onto the backhand of Collins. Collins just a little bit over eager on the backhand, looking to be aggressive, but plays it wide. And that's 1-love. Garcia leads. Joe Mama says, did anyone see the Musetti tweener lob yesterday against Alcaraz? I did not see it, but I've been seeing that Musetti's been hitting some crazy shots, some good highlight reel stuff so far throughout the tournament. I haven't actually seen any of them. I'll probably go and have a look after this, but yeah. All right, Collins on serve. Here we go. First serve goes out wide onto the forehand of Garcia. Garcia standing a little bit, a few steps in from the service line, from the singles line, kind of leaving a little bit of a gap there on that forehand. And again, looking like she's going to go to the backhand, but gets wrong-footed and can only play the return long. It's a good serve down the tee from Garcia. Garcia on a stretch from the forehand. It's a short return. Collins taps that forehand cross court. Garcia does get on the end of it, but it's in the net. And that is 30-love to Collins. Joe Mama asks, is Collins from Cali or Florida or neither? I believe... Oh, first serve goes wide and long from Collins. I believe she's from Florida, I think. Or at least I think that's like where she grew up, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Second serve. Into that forehand of Garcia. Garcia didn't stay down low enough. Just lifted up that body too soon. And in turn lifted up the racket, opened up the racket head a little bit too much. Return goes long. That's now 3 game points for Collins. 3 love. 40 love. I don't know what I'm saying 3 therefore. First serve from Collins goes wide, looking to go into the backhand of Garcia. Second serve. It's a good second serve onto the backhand of Garcia. It's a good return from Garcia down the forward down the line into the forehand of Collins. But Collins, again, really good anticipation, read it well, was across that court, was able to get there nice and early, and hits it that forehand cross court into the space, no problem. And that is game 1-all. Garcia back on serve. It's a good serve. Down the tee onto the back of Collins. Collins with the backhand into the net. 15 love. First serve from Garcia there, just clipped the net and went out. Drifted out. Second serve. Onto the backhand of Collins again. Collins with a deep, aggressive return cross court. Garcia giving her the backhand cross court. It sits up right where Collins wants it on the backhand. Rips it cross court. It's a winner. Giving Collins that shot that she likes. Playing into Collins' strengths there. 15-all. It's a good serve down. I think that's a let. First serve again. Just skimmed the net, I believe. That first serve of Garcia. First serve again. Ball toss is just a little far over to that left. She catches it, goes again. It's a high ball toss that time, really high. But the serve goes into the net. Second serve. Collins run around that serve. Oh, what a shot. Collins run around that return and hitting the forehand cross court. Garcia giving her the forehand cross court again. Collins hitting the forehand cross court and Garcia with a brilliant angle. Right like into the corner of like the service box pretty much. And yeah, Collins, she can't get on that. On the end of that. And that is 30-15 to Garcia. That first serve from Garcia on the ad side just goes along, looking to go onto the forehand of Collins. Kicks it up onto the backhand of Collins, but Collins with a good angle cross court. Garcia slicing it back into the backhand of Collins. Collins with the backhand cross court. Yeah, and she follows it up into the net and puts that ball away on the forehand cross court. Again, Collins just using that weapon of a backhand that she has. $30-all. And yeah, it looks like the chair umpire just radioed for, I think might be for some treatment for Garcia, I think. Possibly. Garcia with the serve wide. It's a good second serve into the forehand of Collins. It's a good return on the forehand from Collins. Oh, it's a great back. Oh, it's a great backhand from Collins cross court. Garcia looking to try and play the backhand on the line, but it goes into net. Now Collins with a break point. 30-40. I think Garcia just might be struggling a little bit here now with that shoulder on the serve. it's looking like. But we'll see if the physio comes on the change of ends. It's a great serve from, really great serve from Garcia. Down the tee. Collins does get on the end of it though. Just chips it back and it just trickles over the net. It's short. Garcia trying to use her wrist there to whip that ball back up over the net. Awkward one to deal with, but it goes into the net. And I think there is a physio on here now for Garcia. Just moving about sort of her arm and just putting a bit of pressure there on the elbow. And yeah, I think Garcia might be struggling a little bit here with that shoulder. Okay, the physio opening up her bag. Looks to be getting out a... Okay, yeah, so Garcia with the medical timeout, just getting some treatment. Physio at the moment just kind of giving a bit of like a deep tissue massage there, just into the top of the shoulder of Garcia. Just trying to relieve I think some of the test and stress and tension in the shoulder of Garcia there. She doesn't look like in an awful amount of pain, so I think probably will continue after this, but clearly in some sort of discomfort. Max says, hey Sharia and everyone. Hi Max, good to see you again. Thank you for tuning in, for listening and watching. Joe Mama asking, what happened to Garcia's shoulder? It looks like she had some cupping on the shoulder before the match. Yeah, I'm not quite sure in terms of what she's actually done to it, but I think in the last game she had trouble with it. I think, didn't she, against Coco? And again she's like wearing like a sort of like patch, like right on the shoulder, and yeah, the physio is out on the court right now, just attending to her, just massaging the area really. Yeah, I don't know if it's just tension or not really sure. Joe Mama says Garcia can't catch a break. Yeah, has dealt with quite a bit of injury, hasn't she? It's a shame, really. No, it is. It's a shame. No one ever likes seeing people injured. Ten seconds left of her medical timeout. Okay, the physio packing up and making her way back off the court now. So just a bit of a massage there, just to just try and relieve some of that tension around the shoulder, I guess. Just trying to loosen and relax the muscle. hopefully, Garcia is able to still continue and hopefully doesn't cause any more pain or damage, but we will see. Joe Mama says, I want Collins to win, but not like this. Yeah. No, it's you always kind of want a good competition, don't you? And it's never nice to see people, struggling with injury. And as well where it's like the shoulder, so it's obviously affecting her serve, which is obviously a big part of her game. And so when that's not quite going right, she's been broken twice now. It, doesn't help her. But nevertheless, back on the court, both players. Collins on serve, 2-1 up. It's a good serve out wide from Collins onto the forehand of Garcia. It's a good return though, cross court, and Collins just leaning back. Good pace on the return. Forces Collins to kind of lean back. And she hits that ball and it goes wide. And that is love 15. Great serve onto the backhand of Garcia there on the stretch. Gets it back. Collins is right up in the court though. Plays the backhand down the line. And Garcia does get there. Forces Collins to have to play the backhand, but it's an easy play the backhand volley, but it's an easy enough volley for Collins to deal with. Just places it cross court. 2 hands on that racket, I think there. 15-all. Okay, first serve from Collins goes long. Looking to go down the tee. Hits the net. Goes out. Second serve. Ooh, we got another double. Goes long again. Looking to go onto the backhand of Garcia. 15-30. Is Collins looking vulnerable right now? Perhaps her momentum just disrupted a little bit with that medical timeout. Maybe just threw off a little bit, perhaps. First serve from Collins there goes long. Looking to go onto the backhand of Garcia again, this time out wide. Second serve. Ooh. Collins with a big shout. A big yell, let's go. Just hyping herself a little bit. The second serve, it wasn't the best from Collins. It was a slow kick body serve, but Garcia was just easily ran around it, but just kind of snatched at the forehand and it went into the net. Collins with a little bit of a let off there. This is a great serve though on the first serve. Out wide onto the forehand of Garcia, manages to clip it back, but Collins with that forehand into the space. And it doesn't make it over from Garcia. Just look some stats here. First serve points won, 91% from Collins. So doing well on that first serve. Collins 40-30. Yeah, good serve. It's big serve onto the backhand of Garcia. Hits the frame of Garcia, goes into the net. Rolls into the net. And that is 3-1 to Collins. Collins with a big fist pump there. Did well on those last few points there. 1-3, Garcia on serve. Retakes the ball toss. Goes again. Oh, it's a great serve. So well placed. Down the tee again, right on that center line. Spot on. And Collins can't get on the end of that. So that's another race. I think that's 3 now, I think, for Garcia. It's another good serve down the tee. Collins with just a little bit of a miss hit on that return. Forehand return. 30 love. It's a good serve out wide. Collins slices it back. Ooh, it's a bad miss. Garcia does well to get herself up into the net there. And, you know, to be fair, Collins hits it right. She hits it at Garcia. It is dipping slightly, but it's still manageable. But Garcia just doesn't quite get it right and hits the volley into the net. It's a good serve out wide onto Collins' backhand there. Collins only just able to just chip it back in. It's short. Garcia with that +1 on the forehand. This time going back behind Collins down the line. That's 40-15. First serve. It goes down the tee again on the first serve, but it's long this time. Second serve, Garcia. Out wide onto the forehand of Collins this time. Yeah. Well played. Collins with that forehand return. It's fast through the court, but it does bounce mid-court, so it just gives Garcia enough time to just redirect that pace back cross court. Good angle, and it's a winner. And that is game for Garcia. The physio back on now for Garcia, just giving her another massage just on this change of ends. She did well to hold serve this time, but still seems like she just might be struggling still a bit with that shoulder. You just wonder how long she'll be able to cope with it like this. Hopefully it doesn't get any worse in the game, but see. Max says, I wonder how Alexandrova will do versus Pegula after defeating Iga. I think that will definitely be an interesting matchup for sure. It was a really, really good win for Alexandrova. Don't know if she can keep up that same standard and, you know, bring out a similar performance against Pegula, then yeah, she'll get that win. But can she recreate the performance is the question. But here we go. Collins on serve. First serve goes wide, looking to go onto the forehand of Garcia. Second serve, Garcia again, 2-3 steps into that court, takes that backhand return really early. So forehand down the line from Collins onto the backhand of Garcia. Garcia playing the backhand down the line. It's back down the line from Collins again on the forehand. Garcia now with the backhand cross court. Collins with the backhand cross court, and then it is long from Garcia on that backhand. 15, love to Collins. That's a great serve from Collins. Very well placed. Down the tee, right. Just touching that. Yeah, you see it there. It just clips the inside of the center line there. And that's 30 love for Collins. Second serve. First serve just goes long. It's a good return there from Garcia. Sliced onto the backhand of Garcia. To be fair, it's pretty well placed from Collins, but Garcia just so aggressive on that return. Just stepped right onto it. Played that inside in backhand. Collins can only stretch and just try and scoop it up over the head of Garcia, but it goes long. It's 30-15. It's a bit of a wild one. Bit of a wild serve there from Collins. Second serve. It's a slow one, but it's in the corner onto the backhand of Garcia. It's a great return cross court from Garcia. Oh, a good aggressive hit in here from Garcia. Plays the drive, comes in. It's a forehand drive volley down the line. It's at Collins though. Collins is able to get the racket to it, but it just goes wide from Garcia. From Collins. Sorry, not Garcia. Good aggressive hitting from Garcia. 30. Second serve. Second serve. That first serve just going into the net there. Collins just kind of collapsing slightly as she hit that. So it's second serve onto the forehand of Garcia. Garcia aggressive with it. Onto the forehand of Collins. Collins redirecting that down the line. Ooh, not a great shot choice here from Collins. But Collins got away with it. She played it down the line onto the backhand of Garcia. Garcia playing it down the line back on her forehand. And Collins decides to drop shot Garcia from the baseline, but it's not the best of drop shots. Its racket face is pretty open there, and it just floats up. Not enough backspin on it, and it floats up pretty nicely for Garcia. Garcia tries to drop shot her back, but it's not the best of drop shots either. And Collins just plays that forehand cross court past Garcia. Got away with that one a bit there, but here we go. First serve down the tee onto the forehand of Garcia. It's a good return from Garcia. Ooh. And that backhand from Collins is just long. Just long as it shows on the screen there. And that is juice. Out wide onto the forehand of Garcia. It's a good return. It's a good +1 there. Forehand from Collins down the line into the space. Garcia scrambles to get it back. Does, but it's short. It's an easy put away for Collins. Cross court into that space on the forehand. Collins with another big fist bump. Just some stats there. Winners so far in the second set. 6 from Collins, 5 from Garcia. Pretty even there. That first serve from Collins just goes long. Second serve, advantage for Collins. Collins not quite happy with that ball toss there. Lets it go. And goes again. Oof. Oh. Successive net cords there. So it was a good serve onto the backhand of Garcia. Garcia steps onto that return as always. And just kind of doesn't quite get the angle of the racket. And it clips the net and it goes over. And Collins does manage to get there. Plays the backhand. That also clips the net and goes past Garcia. A little bit of fortune there for both of them, but it worked out in Collins' favour that time. And that is game 4-2, 2-4. Garcia on serve. It's a great serve down the tee. It's a good return there from Collins. That backhand through the middle. So another great backhand for Collins. Good angle. Just whips that wrist. Those wrists around the outside of the ball. And it's wide from Garcia. Love 15. First serve goes long from Garcia. Second serve. Again, just redoes that toss. Not satisfied with it. Kicks up. That's so good from Collins. Kicks that second serve up onto Collins' backhand where she likes it. Rips that backhand cross court. Good angle, and it's the winner. Good placement, good pace. Yeah, just great shot quality from that on that backhand return there. And it's love 30. Collins looking likely to break. Good serve down the line from Garcia, down the tee from Garcia. It's a good backhand return from Collins into the backhand of Garcia. It's a backhand cross court from Garcia, and it's backhand cross court from Collins, and it's right on the singles line. Such a great angle, and it's a winner. That backhand is just so deadly. It's so dangerous. So good from Collins. Yeah, and Collins with three break points in a row. Serve down the tee into the forehand of Collins. Collins playing that forehand down the line. Oh, what a shot. What a shot from Garcia. Collins goes and plays that forehand into the backhand side of Garcia, but shot quality is not quite there. It's pretty shallow ball, and Garcia's onto it. Yeah, rips that backhand down the line, and it's like right in the corner. Winner. 40-15. It's a good serve down the tee there from Garcia. Collins does want to get it back into play, and it's a forehand cross court from Garcia, and Collins returns it onto the backhand of Collins this time from Garcia, but it's into the net from Collins. That's 40-30. And that is Juice. Here we go. Oh. Advantage to Garcia. Good strong hitting on that forehand from Garcia on the line. Oh, Collins redirecting it onto Garcia's backhand. Garcia with the backhand cross court. But it's very comfortable for Collins. And Collins with that backhand winner down the line. And that is Juice. 9 backhand winners there from Collins, 2 from Garcia so far. Second serve onto forehand of Collins. Down the line from Collins there into the backhand of Garcia. Sliced from Garcia onto the forehand of Collins, and Collins rips that forehand cross court winner. Max says, I think I read a comment somewhere where someone said that Collins is a better version of Jeannie Bouchard. Well, I'm not going to say yes or no on that, but perhaps. First serve goes wide from Garcia, looking to go down the tee. Quality Shot Tennis asking, Garcia looking injured, Sharia. Yeah, you can see that she's not exactly at her best. Although that was some great hitting there from Garcia. Does super well to save herself from that game point there. It was a good body serve there. Collins tried to get around it to play the backhand, but couldn't quite get out of the way of it, and so it's a slightly weaker return, and Garcia just able to dictate the play there from on her forehand, and then it's an excellent inside-out winner there. Another good serve into the body of Collins, but Collins doesn't make the same mistake this time, does get out of the way of it, and that's such a good return down the line. Good backhand return down the line. It's a winner. So good from Collins there. And it's another break point to Collins' advantage. Ooh, that first serve just going slightly long from Garcia. Second serve. Good serve, kicked up onto the backhand of Collins, but again, that backhand just such a deadly weapon. It's no problem for her, and she just rips that ball down the line, and Garcia not able to get anything back on it. And that is game. Another break of serve for Danielle. Leads 5-2. Max says, I wish Garcia was in her best form in this match. Yeah, no, it is a shame because when Garcia is is fit and in good form, so tough to beat, right? Such a good player. And no, it is a shame. It is a shame that she's not in best form. Like you can see it that she's not quite 100% herself. I just hope that it's like nothing too serious with the shoulder, and I hope it doesn't get massively worse. Just a bit of frustration there from Garcia. Just slams her racket against her racket bag as she goes to sit down. And that frustration is understandable. She's not playing at her best. She's obviously dealing with some pain and discomfort, and yeah, it's not a great feeling. Physio was just on the court again there, just giving Garcia another massage. Just makes her way back off the court now, though, as players get ready to go again. Collins, 5-2 up, serving for the match. Just bounces a bit on her toes there, gets herself hyped and trying to keep the momentum, trying to shake out some nerves to try and close out the set. First serve from Collins just goes long. Second serve. Yeah. Second serve from Collins goes to the backhand of Garcia. Garcia again right up that court to return it, takes it nice and early, but it's a short return. That follow through, just not quite extending through the shot enough, and it's very easy for Collins to deal with there. Short to her backhand, she plays it past Garcia. She tries to come to the net. Serve it wide from Collins there into the backhand of Garcia. Onto the forehand of Garcia now, and it's a good battle. Ground stroke to ground stroke, but Garcia just missing the forehand long. Love to Collins. It's a great serve. Garcia gets the racket to it, parries it back off the forehand. It's short, and Collins is in that court, and it's a great shot into the space. And that is 3 match points for Collins. 40 love. It's a great serve out wide onto the backhand of Garcia. It's clipped short from Garcia. Collins right up onto it. Just flick with a flick of that wrist. Plays that forehand cross court into the space, and it's a winner. And that is game, set, and match 6-3, 6-2 to Danielle Collins. Little bit of a shame there that Garcia was, carrying a bit of an injury. Wish her, just a good recovery. Hopefully she can get some rest and get the shoulder looked after and can come back for, Wimbledon, hopefully. Joe Mama says, thank you for the commentary. Thank you for listening and watching, and thank you for just tuning in and joining us. Thank you. Thanks to everyone for joining. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of the day or evening wherever you're at. And I'll see you on the next.